It is crazy times, ladies and gentlemen. I have officially, or me and my wife have, sold the house. So I didn't want to jinx myself ahead of time, but it's gone. It is no longer ours. So we just set the keys in there. The new owners move in tomorrow, and yeah, it's just crazy because we weren't planning on moving. As you guys know, I put the garage in the back, and we were really getting settled down to kind of be here for a while. But hey, life changes, and the housing values out here doubled in the last 3 years. So we got to live here. Our cost of living was low, and I do have some family land over there in another side of the state. It's only about 30 minutes from here, but it puts me 30 minutes closer to my family, puts me closer to my wife's family, and you know, we get to be on our land now. Obviously this was our land too, we were buying it, but it was a lot smaller plot, and we were basically utilizing 100% of it. So a lot of people were always asking me how much property did I have, and this was right at 0.7 acres, so not even a full acre. And that's one of the reasons why my local municipality or my local county wouldn't let me go over a certain size for the garage in the back, because I couldn't move it too far forward, or I'd be getting into too close to the septic field. Couldn't go too far backwards because my property line is actually where that white pole is, and it extends across. You have to stay a certain number of feet off of the back and off of the side. So this is what I was kind of limited to. It did treat me very well, and I had a good time with it. I definitely learned a lot. So the next one is definitely going to be different. Just, you know, learning from experience. But check it out, guys. It ain't been this empty in a while. It's kind of it's kind of sad, but at the same time, hey, gotta take those profits. So I did end up leaving them the AC unit. Somebody was asking me about that, like, am I taking the mini split? I figured I'll just get a new mini split in my other garage. I want to go with a bigger unit. This unit really struggled with this size garage in the summertime, but at the bare minimum, I did set it up, and my desk was right here, so it was blowing straight onto me. So that thing saved my life when it comes to actually being out here and utilizing this space. I did leave the closet. I asked them if they wanted me to take it down, and they didn't really care. They said maybe they'll use it for like storage or something. Obviously there's no mining rigs or anything in there. It's just empty. They do have some big power though, so that's kind of cool. The guy says he does like hydro dipping, so he's like, this shop's awesome. I'll be able to use this to start doing some more dunking, or I don't know what and all is involved with hydro dipping, but he seemed pumped about it. I don't know any guy that's going to be upset with having, you know, right at a 600 square foot detached garage when they're buying a house. But yeah, it's kind of like it's like this chapter of my life is over, and we're about to turn a new page. So keep a lookout. I'll be doing videos on the new build. I do believe this one was a 24 by 26, I think. Maybe it was a 26 by 26. I'm not exactly sure. I originally wanted a 30 by 32, but that wouldn't fit, so I had to downsize it, and that's kind of what I ended up with. Yeah, but I don't have to deal with that on the new plot because I have plenty of room. So yeah, whew, it's a little warm today. This is actually the last load of stuff. I threw it all on the truck and on the trailer, and we're out. Man, moving is tough, especially once you get bedded in for a few years. At my last house, I lived there for almost 8 years, and I swear I accumulated more stuff in this house in 3 years than I did at the last one in 8 years. Just, I don't know, because I wasn't planning on moving from here. And I guess that brings up another point, is people are like, oh my God, why'd you do it? Well, hey, money will make you do crazy things, and make you take some risks that you wouldn't normally take. And it's a calculated risk. Selling this house, pocketing the great deal of profit that this house has appreciated over the last 3 years, and using that to then build me a place out of pocket, and hopefully the dream. Let me jump in the truck here so I can deal with a little bit of air conditioning. Let me flip this camera around. There we go. Okay, so man, I'm looking a little dirty right now. But the idea, the plan, the dream, whatever you want to call it, all that is we are going to build the next place out of pocket. So we won't owe any, there will be no loan on it. Now that means we will have to necessarily sacrifice some of the things that we wanted, but we'll be able to then in the future, later on, build what we want to. And what I mean by that is we're gonna build, I guess some people call it like a barn dominium or like a shop house. We're gonna build a right at around a 2,000 square foot garage, and we're gonna take 1,000 square foot and build a living area inside of it, and then the other 1,000 square foot will be my garage area. As you all know, I have all my mining equipment over in my dad's garage. It's only about a mile away, and he told me he's pretty comfortable with it, how it's going right now, and it's already gotten pretty warm. I just need to get my exhaust set up, and it doesn't really bother him. So as long as I keep paying his power, I think I'm gonna keep that down there, and then I have more room for expansion up in my garage. And I might do it like a, I don't know, maybe a smaller setup, or maybe keep all my older stuff down there and put my newer stuff up at my house. But the big thing is, at the end of the day, when we're done building this, we will technically have a smaller living space, but we won't have any mortgage. So then, you know, every month we can just save our money and put it towards eventually maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 years from now, who all knows, build the house of our dreams. And we'll be able to build the house of our dreams right beside our, you know, garage house, if you want to call it that, or barn dominium, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people are like, oh my God, I could never like live in a garage, but we are going to spend a little bit of money, and we're going to do things to make ourselves more comfortable that we didn't do in this house. On this house, we picked the bare minimum everything, the cheapest cabinets, the cheapest countertops, the cheapest everything just to get in there. Whereas the garage house is going to be smaller, so the kitchen's going to be smaller, so we'll be able to maybe just step up in quality a little bit. Luckily, my cousin does cabinets, so he's already going to hook me up on some cabinets and countertops. We're going to just sheetrock the inside of it. We talked about doing like shiplap, but just keep it simple on the sheetrock side of things, on the walls. That way, you know, if we want to, we can just paint them and it doesn't look like a mess. And then we're going to do 2 bedrooms and then 1 office. And then other than that, it's just going to be a 2 bathroom and a big open living room / kitchen. Just kind of like an open floor plan setup. So we have enough room for our baby, we have enough room for us, and then we have enough room. So if I need to turn my office into like a 3rd bedroom later on, say if we have another baby, it's not the end of the world. I could do that. And then hopefully that'll get us through the next 3 to 5 years. And then by then we'll either know if we're going to be building a house or potentially expanding on the garage house. Because I did tell my wife, I said we could expand on the garage house, or just, you know, build the house of our dreams. And we went back and forth, me and the wife did a few times, and like building the house of our dreams right now would not be financially responsible, because in my mind, like the house of my dreams is like big ranch style, so all 1 story, big wraparound, huge deck, somewhere in the range of like 3,000 square feet, because I don't want it too big to where I can't afford to cool it and heat it in the summer and the winter time. But I definitely want enough room to grow and to not necessarily be on top of each other. But we got to work towards that and get to that point. And right now the market just seems very, very high, and also very volatile, that potentially we could take out a big, huge construction loan and end up kind of like messing ourselves up. So obviously there's no right way and there's no wrong way. As long as we just keep moving forward, that's the big thing. But yeah, I did talk my wife into doing the garage house, so I'm pretty stoked about that, and I'm absolutely stoked about not having a mortgage. So we are going to be we got our septic and our well permit back, so we're putting a septic system in and a well system in. So there's no monthly fee on a septic system, no monthly fee for water. We get our own water, we pump our own poop into the septic system. That's kind of cool. So our monthly living expenses will consist of basically electricity, property taxes, and forgetting something. Oh, potentially LP, because she does like using propane for some certain things. I'm trying to convince her to, let's just go all electric. So electric stove, electric water heater, all that kind of stuff. But oh well, I'm gonna pick and choose my battles. So anyway, guys, sorry for this like super like sappy life update thing. I haven't hit my upload schedule like I normally do this last week because I've been super busy getting all this stuff done over here. But now that I'm done with that, I can focus on the new stuff. And if you guys are interested in seeing that, I'll bring you along. So anyway, peace out. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you on the next one. Phew. Oh, let's go get a sandwich, man. All right, later, guys.